Hi, folks. Before I say anything else, I just want to put a disclaimer. This video could be really, detailed, may offend other people, very graphic, what I may talk about. So I'm just letting a warning, fair warning. I gotta put this as 18-word video. Um, so this also, if you notice, I'm putting a lot of videos up right now because of my leg injury, and I'm been in the hospital almost 2 months. So I'm trying to catch up with my videos right now. Catch it, finish ones I didn't do, and try to do different ones. Right now I'm in Chico, California, recovering and staying at a friend's house. So let's start this video. Okay, it's called, when viewing, it's called The Crime Scene. The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel came out on Netflix 2021. 4 episodes. We got Rotten Tomatoes gave 50%. Of course, everybody knows about the disappearing about the college student and tourist from Canada, Elisa Lam, who was 21 years old. Who disappeared later on. They found her body in the water tower. Spoiler alert. But this hotel has a history of stuff happening. I guess the location, but a lot of stuff could be overacted. Location or hotels could have had the same kind of deaths or weird things happening to it. I mean, weird things do happen places, and this one has some. Number one, a lot of times they overact, like the triangle. They kind of over dramatize a lot of things. So a lot of times you hear these things, just do your research first, and don't take people's opinions. Like the sample, there's like crazy stories about the woman who gave birth to she claimed was stillborn, but turned out I think they found lies. She like threw the baby out the window after she gave birth to it. She claimed she wasn't pregnant, but she had some mental issues. The other one was because the people jumping off, the floor. The famous one was the woman who jumped out of her window after a fight with her husband and hit a guy just walking on the sidewalk, like 4 in the morning. And I guess they asked him, asked the person at the front desk, if why you didn't call the cops? We heard this. I said, dude, if I call the cops every time I hear something, be nonstop. I'll be calling all the time. So this video is more focused about the disappearing of Lisa Lane, and later on they found her body. There's a lot of things they skip around. But they skip around what they say about, if they say like the water tower thing was closed, how could she close it? She was in there, but it turned out it was open. There's other things they explain, like she was sharing a room. They put her in a room with 3 other people. She kept leaving these weird notes and stuff, and they kind of complained about her, so they gave her a whole room for one night. I forgot to add that note to how long she stayed. She supposedly stayed in the room. A lot of things they talk about, like the bookstore she went to, like they remember her. They said there's thousands and hundreds of people that come into the place, and they remember her mostly because she was very outgoing, asked all these questions: what kind of book I should read, or what book is too heavy to travel, and stuff. And also, the problem with most of these documentaries about her, when they talk about her, they don't talk about her issues, stuff like that. They don't really talk about. She left a huge blog about her mental states, and in a way, it kind of helped a lot of people deal with it because they feel like they're not the only one dealing with this kind of mental illness, and she's very open about it on her blog. It was like kind of like her diary, her best friend, kind of like Anne Frank, in which she wrote. She kind of treated like her best friend, something she could open up to. And I'm not sure you might those kind of sites they could apply like Twitter. It wasn't Twitter. But they skip. She went to a some kind of game show or talk show. She left a note, gave the security a note, gave it to the host, but something on the note didn't say what the note kind of like creep people out, told her to leave. But who knows? I mean, she was 21 years old. Her plan was to go from San Diego, LA, Santa Cruz, maybe San Francisco, home again. She's from Vancouver, Canada. And they didn't, because they didn't say anything about her trip to San Diego. Nothing really happened weird over there. Of course, everybody knows her about the elevator thing. So but she had the history of hallucinating and paranoia. Um, People go maybe why it took the elevator too long to close, but if you look at the buttons she was pushing and she pulled the hold button, there's a reason the elevator. A lot of people fear she was playing the elevator game. I guess you press all these buttons. The fifth floor, something opens, somebody comes in, some woman comes in. Don't talk to her, or something. But I believe she's really intelligent. But they talk about like these those internet investigators. Um, they just went like detailed, little paranoid. Oh, he looked at the video of the elevator. Oh, it skipped a minute. But if you look at the thing, you can't really see the thing. They try to explain it. They try to how got the roof, but there's ways of getting onto the roof. Going outside the back. There's ways of what I mean. And once again, they skip the whole. A lot of these YouTube channels will skip the point that the lid was closed. Actually, the water tower lid was open when they discovered her, and why they didn't look in. Why this when her mom called her as a missing person? Because the story was she was really close with her mom. She called her mom every day, and suddenly she stopped. And so they called. Hey, we got my daughter's she has this thing going on, and she hadn't called me in a while. It's kind of interesting. The one place they didn't really look. It was water. I guess they went to door, looking for this. But at the same time, you got these people that don't want to deal with cops. I mean, who knows how many people answered the doors or gave honest answers at that. And I don't know. Maybe she got paranoid and she thought the thing was closed, but her being naked, maybe the high infirmity does things in your head, makes you want to take your clothes off. Um, but it's kind of, of course, a lot of people, it's kind of a couple years before that, for this period, there was that Japanese, later on made a movie called Black Water, kind of the same, similar story of a girl in a water tower, and then, turn the water on, it turns black. Also, the other problem with these investigators, internet investigators, they had this one guy who was into horror punk or horror stuff like that, and he got some reason he stayed at the hotel. They somewhere he stayed there once before her, and he had like some kind of dark video. But well, he's in dark horror. He's gonna have these kind of shocking about murder, horror stuff like that, and they're trying to accuse him. Just went overboard trying to convince people he's a killer, but he said, well, I wasn't. Here's my passport. I was in Mexico. I was recording. I was not even close to LA at this time. But it did affected him a lot. Not one person apologized. I mean, some Taiwan internet magazine was accusing him being a murderer. But it turns out he wasn't even close to LA at the time. So it does have a long history. It's kind of cool. They had the manager who ran the place. And she said she didn't really experience craziness. Just, people got killed or killed themselves or bad things happened during her time, but it was just something you control. But I did my best to run the place. What I had, you see, I love the place. I love the people who I work with, and so a lot of times, I mean, now everybody goes there. There's one YouTube channel. The guy's had a 24-hour live cam showing on it. He claims he sells some things. One time he tried to fly a drone right through the windows, but for some reason it fell and landed on the thing. Can't get to it. That's like every day he looks like my $1,000 toy. I can't get to it. Um, it's me. Always plays tricks on you. Um, there's other YouTube people that got into. They pay on the video. They pay the security guard to walk around, and they were looking at him. People thought they were the ghosts, and then suddenly a whole mob showed up. You know, but yeah, I can see people going to they're waiting for cameras, waiting for something to happen or weird things. So I've been to places that probably people always say, "Come on, ghosts, come out," but a lot of stuff, you just have to do your research. A lot of stuff because anything's haunted now. That's pretty much the thing now. Everything's haunted. So who knows? Maybe your car's haunted. You know what I mean? But So I'm gonna know you guys. You've seen this video. What you guys think of it? Um, like and subscribe. We're trying different things with this channel. We go ghost hunting, my night vision camera, 360 camera. I go to locations like historic sites, where they film movies. I try to mix it up, try to travel. Hopefully I go more like wine places. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you see in the series, what you think about it. It's not really this video's not really a review. It's how I think about it. Of it. I hope I made some sense because sometimes I'm weird. All right, you have a good day. Be safe, and please like and subscribe, and that'll help the channel. Thank you. Bye.